taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Seminoles' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Carlson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21 and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Caught behind the line, it's Carlson. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. The run from the shotgun. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down, and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Knowles. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Nelson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse, like you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Touchdown, Nebraska! They put the first points on the board.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Fires to the big fella. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to work.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Here we go on fourth and goal, ground to cover. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown Seminoles. The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Carlson. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Direct snap. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, third down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short, and what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Cornhuskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cornhusker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors always got some space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Dawg!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy...
There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Sperry. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
They just keep firing. The quick out. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Works the middle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Finds his man down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle, it's Carlson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the sticks. It's Carlson. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Husker. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Back open in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fine play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Pick off! What a play by this defense!
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows their defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Raiola. That's caught. It's Ives. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Trying to burn this defensive back. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Snap to the up man. It's a fake. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it away first and will start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying. Run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Southern came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Atlanta had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's Davis. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Pulls it in. It's Davis. Turns it on at midfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Seminoles are marching down the field. To the air, it's Glenn. Under fire. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I could throw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quick strike complete. Breaks the tackle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, 4th and goal, you're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it. You find your receiver, throw it up. He goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carlson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on! And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the run, it's Ives. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll move the tight end. Pushes ahead. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Tries again to get it in. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Cal found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Berkeley. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man, it's Glenn. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The sure hands, it's Davis. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
The Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Carlson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Gives it to the back on the draw. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal blocked because you're so low to the ground and you have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you, all those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And these are tough spots for the offense to get in. You're trailing. You've got to pass the football. Defense ready for it, sitting back. A lot of DBs on the field. Break on the